Last question. How did you meet the couple from India?
We found them on a website. They basically, we knew we were looking for an illustrator. We put a description out there of what we wanted, and they responded. Several people responded and said, "Here's our portfolios, like their work," and we particularly liked this couple's style. Mm-hmm. And so we asked them to do a couple of sort of test little projects, and we really liked what they came back with, and that became the. So then we've worked with them since, and they're awesome. They're really cool. We've learned a lot from them. They've hopefully learned some things from us, and it's like so much of our writing adventure. It's been done through teamwork, and it's been awesome.
And I think all I would add to that, because I said the same, the website we use is called Elance. There's another site called Odesk that's similar, and it just connects artists. There's so many out there, and I think when you get into the world of writing and being a do-it-yourselfer, there is so much out there now to connect people with different skills and talents that it's a new world, and it is so exciting because it's only going to get better. So collaboration really is so important, but the good news is that a quick Google search is going to connect you with a lot of great resources.
Right.
There's a website.
Or honestly, or even locally, if you talk to your librarian, your school librarian, community librarian, there may be somebody who's 2 years older, 2 years younger in your class across town, your next door neighbor, who's, if you're a great illustrator, maybe they're a great writer. If they're a great writer, maybe there's some sort of opportunity to work together there. So the web's a great way to do it, but don't forget the old-fashioned way of just talking to people and people know people.
I'm so glad you said that, and I think that's probably where we can wrap it. But it's if you see someone who is doing something cool and you want to do what they're doing, ask them. Don't feel like, oh, she's famous, he's famous, like they're too busy. Maybe they'll never get back to you, but if you never ask them for help or if you never approach them with a question, you'll for sure never get an answer. But if you find a way to just send an email and say, hey, this is me, this is what I'm trying to do, what do you think? You'd be surprised. People will help.
So I have to jump in now, and I know we're going to wrap up here shortly, but we had a similar experience like that. Yeah. There's a woman named Dr. Patricia Wright, who's the most famous lemur scientist in the world. She was just featured in the IMAX movie Madagascar Island of Lemurs, and she's kind of a big deal. She was interviewed on Nightline, and she's done some really just awesome stuff. And someone saw her stuff and emailed her and said, oh, I've got these friends that write books about lemurs. And she emailed us like a day later, and now we've got this really cool blog that the U.S. Embassy is paying to translate into French and Malagasy, which is the Madagascar language, and there's some cool promotional stuff happening with it. And it was just all because this friend of ours just said, hey, like, I'm going to reach out, and if she hadn't responded, yeah, whatever, no big deal. But because she did, now we've got this cool partnership, and we've got this website, which I encourage you to all check out, called lemurstories.com. And it's some awesome stories of lemur scientists, of people who are out in the field in Madagascar studying lemurs and doing some cool stuff with lemurs and lemur preservation. Yep. So check it out if you get a chance.
Yep.